June 12th, 2025. A clear afternoon at Ahmedabad International Airport. Air India Flight 171, a Boeing 787-8 Dreamliner, was cleared for takeoff. Its destination, London Gatwick. On board, 230 passengers and 11 crew members, including notable figures like former Gujarat Chief Minister Vijay Rupani. Families waved goodbye. The engines roared to life. Everything seemed normal. And then, just 35 seconds after lifting off, it happened. The aircraft struggled to climb. Instead of gaining altitude, it faltered, then nosedived into the heart of Ahmedabad city. The impact site, the doctor's hostel at BJ Medical College. What followed was fire, chaos, and heartbreak. Emergency sirens echoed through the streets. Firefighters, army personnel, NDRF teams, and hospital staff rushed to the scene. The wreckage was unrecognizable, flaming debris, shattered concrete, and charred belongings scattered everywhere. Black smoke billowed high into the afternoon sky. Within the ruins, rescuers found the remains of 241 people. The death toll included every passenger and crew member on board, except one. Vishwas Kumar Ramesh, a British national of Indian origin, was the sole survivor. His survival defied logic. Pulled from the fuselage with burns and broken ribs, he was the only one to make it out alive. Later, he would say, "I saw people burning. I saw them cry for help. I couldn't help anyone. I just ran." Ramesh had been seated near the rear emergency exit. A breach in the cabin, perhaps during impact, created a gap he used to escape. He wandered from the wreck for nearly 50 meters before collapsing. It took hours for rescuers to find him. In the meantime, the tragedy on the ground continued to unfold. The doctor's hostel struck by the plane was home to over 60 medical students and staff. More than 20 lives were lost instantly, while others were critically injured. The hostel mess hall had taken the brunt of the aircraft's fuselage. Local hospitals were overwhelmed, morgues filled up. The Civil Hospital of Ahmedabad became the center of both rescue coordination and mourning. DNA testing was initiated to identify the severely burned victims. While grief gripped the city, the world asked one question: what went wrong? Investigators immediately launched a multi-agency probe. The black boxes, the flight data recorder and cockpit voice recorder, were recovered from the hostel rooftop nearly 28 hours after the crash. Their contents would be critical. Early clues pointed to a possible flap misconfiguration, a situation where the aircraft's flaps and slats might not have been set properly for takeoff. Combined with evidence that the landing gear was never retracted, it suggested that the plane may have struggled with lift from the beginning. But there were other possibilities. Could it have been engine failure? Sabotage? Pilot error? Bird strike? Some experts leaned toward mechanical failure. Others raised questions about human oversight. An FIR was even registered as an accidental death, but authorities admitted they weren't ruling out foul play. In the days that followed, national and international agencies, including the FAA, Boeing, and the NTSB, joined Indian authorities in the investigation. The Aviation Ministry ordered full inspections on every Dreamliner flying in India. Meanwhile, the public mourned. Vigils were held. Candles lit. Families shattered. The survivor, Ramesh, became the symbol of a miracle, both a beacon of hope and a reminder of unbearable loss. He remained in hospital for weeks, his mental recovery far harder than the physical one. And then there were the questions no one could shake off. Why didn't the pilots issue a full emergency call after reporting altitude issues? Why did the plane dip nose first so quickly? And how could one person survive an impact that destroyed an entire aircraft and building? Was it divine intervention, dumb luck, or a rare structural quirk that shielded him? We may never get full answers. Air India offered compensation to the victims' families. The Tata Group pledged over 1 Indian rupee crore per victim. But no amount of money could replace what was lost: hundreds of lives, careers, dreams, and entire families. The Ahmedabad flight crash of 2025 is now one of the darkest pages in India's aviation history. A story of devastation, sorrow, and survival. A moment when the sky itself turned against us, and a single voice was left to tell the tale. What do you believe happened aboard Flight 171? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe to Sanatri Imaginings, where we uncover the truth behind mysteries, tragedies, and the stories the world can't forget.